Harold Benson was a self-made man. After decades of working in real estate, he had amassed a fortune that included multiple properties, stocks, and a large estate on the outskirts of Kansas City. Widowed early, Harold raised his only son, David Benson, alone, providing him with every opportunity to succeed. Despite Harold's generosity, David never seemed content. He racked up debts, failed businesses, and strained relationships, often asking his father for bailouts that Harold reluctantly provided. On February 14, 2012, neighbors noticed Harold's car parked awkwardly in his driveway with the driver's door open. When no one answered the door, concerned friends called the police. Inside, Harold was found slumped over in his armchair, a single gunshot wound to his head. There were no signs of forced entry or robbery, nothing was taken, and Harold's wallet and valuables were untouched. It appeared personal. When police interviewed family members, David acted strangely detached. He admitted he was around that day but claimed he hadn't gone inside the house because they had argued days before. Further digging into Harold's financial records revealed that just 2 days prior, Harold had visited his attorney to update his will, reducing David's inheritance significantly, and instead donating much of his fortune to charities. David had learned about this change from Harold himself, sparking a heated argument. Security cameras from Harold's neighbor captured David's car pulling into Harold's driveway at 2:45 p.m. on February 14th, just an hour before the estimated time of death. Forensic teams also found gunshot residue on the steering wheel of David's car and traces on the cuffs of a sweatshirt found in his laundry hamper. The final nail in the coffin came from ballistics. The bullet that killed Harold matched a gun registered to David, which he initially reported stolen months earlier. With overwhelming evidence, David was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. At his trial, prosecutors painted a picture of a desperate man willing to kill his own father for financial gain. David's defense claimed he was innocent and framed by a bitter ex-girlfriend who supposedly planted the evidence. However, no credible proof of this theory was provided. Witnesses testified about David's frequent complaints about money and his anger over being cut out of the will. David murdered his father out of greed and resentment. Facing massive debts and seeing his inheritance vanish before his eyes, he decided to kill Harold before the new will could be finalized and fully executed. After a highly publicized 2-week trial, David Benson was found guilty of first-degree murder. The judge called the act the ultimate betrayal of trust, before sentencing him to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. David Benson, serving a life sentence without parole at the Jefferson City Correctional Center in Missouri.